Following its $60 million settlement with China's ProView technology to use the iPad name in China, Apple has been slapped with two new lawsuits by Chinese companies. The latest cases have raised the question whether or not Apple has set a precedent with its previous payout to ProView, and if more lawsuits perhaps are likely to come. From New York, Liling Tan has more.
Yes, Phil, the ProView settlement has paved the way for Apple to start selling the iPad in China, and that is due to go on sale July 20th in what could become Apple's most important market. But the other companies, the other Chinese companies that have followed with their own lawsuits could face tougher challenges. A local court in Shanghai has just heard a case filed by Chinese chemical company Jiangsu Xuebao over the snow leopard trademark, and there's also another lawsuit over Apple's voice assistant service, Siri.
Checking my sources.
Siri, what's the best smartphone?
The one you're holding.
It's a cheeky reply, but Siri, the virtual personal assistant that answers all your questions on Apple iPhones, is one reason why Apple has become a target of recent Chinese lawsuits. Although Apple's $60 million settlement with ProView may have been more of an annoyance fee than real penalty, it started the ball rolling, with two more lawsuits filed just days apart. Chichen Internet Technology is suing over the patent for Apple's Siri voice assistant, which may have been prompted by Apple's decision to add Mandarin and Cantonese to the service. And chemical company Jiangsu Xuebao is suing for Apple's use of the word snow leopard in a version of its operating system because the name Xuebao translates into snow leopard.
I think these companies are just looking for money. In the snow leopard lawsuit, I think really what they're looking for is promotion, because they're only asking for $80,000 in this case.
Will Apple bite? Some analysts think the Cupertino, California-based company, with its pockets full of cash, could well afford to pay out and move on, but White says the situation could be trickier.
They generally try not to settle for the sake of settlement. That said, China is a different world, right? It's a different market. They've got about 20% of the revenue there. It's one of the big growth drivers. I don't think they want to make too much noise in China, but I don't think they're going to settle something that they think is ridiculous.
White believes more similar lawsuits could come before the end of the year. As the number of patents grows in China, technology companies like Apple could face more legal challenges over trademarks and patents, especially if these are not registered properly with the country's authorities. In Apple's case, it reportedly failed to do its homework, resulting in that $60 million bite. Back to you.
All right, Liling, thank you very much again, joining us live from New York. Very frustrating situation for Apple. I'm sure they'd much rather focus on sales and marketing